Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
We're back, and this is a lovely little thing which we occasionally.
You're a lovely little thing.
Thanks, mate. So likewise. we love to just have a little tag, and someone's tagged us in the video to give our fragrance to rule them all.
Yes.
Which is, it's kind of a hard thing to do, isn't it? My God.
It's a difficult challenge, and it's a difficult kind of title. It's a bit ambiguous.
Yeah. What does rule them all mean?
Well, I don't know. We haven't discussed this before doing this video, so we might have completely different interpretations.
We could be way off here. But that's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is beautiful. Who's going to go first?
You go first.
Okay.
Because I'm still deciding, although I think I know.
Right. So, okay. I'm going to tell you my thought process before I reveal my choice. So the first thing, the first fragrance I thought of was the most luxurious, extravagant, wow fragrance which I own, which is Ottoman Empire from the house Arija Dore, which is, well, from the first moment I bought it and sprayed it and smelt it, I was absolutely bowled over, and whenever I spray it, it makes me feel like a king. It makes me feel like I rule overall, and there's nothing else I've smelt which compares to that. And so in many ways I thought that kind of seemed to fit the title. But then I thought, well, but is it a fragrance which I'm going to wear forever? I just choose one fragrance for the rest of my life, because in which case I don't think Ottoman Empire was the right decision, because it's amazing, but I couldn't wear it all the time, because occasionally I have worn it and people have gone, oh my God, this is really, really too strong.
Wonderfully strong.
Instead, then I thought, well, should I go to something like Mouchoir de Monsieur, which is a fragrance I absolutely adore, and it's one of the fragrances which got me interested in fragrance, and every time I wear it, I do, it makes me feel special, and I think I can wear it as a smart fragrance or a casual fragrance. But I don't know, there's something about it which I thought maybe a fragrance to rule them all should feel a bit more special, because that is, after all, it's a designer price. It's £80 for 100, or less than that, £70 for 100 ml bottle. Then I thought briefly about the other fragrance which got me interested in fragrance, which is Timbuktu from Palatin Parfumeur, which still feels exotic and exciting now as when I first smelt it, especially in the original formulation. The newer formulation in the black bottle, I don't think it is the same, but it still really, really excites me. But it doesn't quite feel in the special category of Ottoman Empire, so I wanted something which felt almost in the special category of Ottoman Empire, but equally something I can wear every day. So, like Timbuktu, I'm sticking with the great perfumer Bertrand Duchefort.
Yeah. Master. The
master, and this is something which is considered by many to be. Joe's peering.
I'm trying to find out what this is.
Joe's peering because the bottle's down here, and I haven't told him yet. But this is a fragrance which I can wear every day. I mean, it's well suited if you're particularly dressed up, but you can wear it even if you're in jeans and t-shirts. I do get lots of compliments from this, which is not necessarily the most important thing, but more importantly, whenever I spray it, it feels amazing. It's one of Bertrand Duchefort's, I think it is Bertrand Duchefort's masterpiece.
Yes, legend.
It is Chypre Palatin from MDCI.
Yes.
Now, I've read lots about the reformulations of this before I bought a bottle. I've owned a few decants, but only bought a bottle in January of this year. So I've never owned an early bottle, but I'm going to have to say about this, that when I wear it, and I've found this increasingly as I've got through the bottle, it lasts all day.
Yeah.
It really lasts for a long time. So no matter what people say about reformulation, it works for me. I do love a Chypre, and for me, a Chypre is a balance of bitter and sweet. And this is such a balance of bitter and sweet. There are loads of sweet, resinous notes with some bitter oak mossy notes. It feels classy. It feels also kind of sexy.
It's a very sexy fragrance.
If you want it to feel uplifting, it's got those kind of aldehydes and those kind of peppy notes, but it also has got that sexy sit back, love yourself kind of notes.
Can we spray on a card here and remind ourselves? Because I see this now, and I'm getting a little
The
bit.
raging Juan.
Yeah, I am. I'm not gonna lie.
It's, I mean,
I'm yet to buy this, and I have to buy it. I keep forgetting to do it.
it's not cheap. I mean, I bought the more expensive option, the €275 option, which comes with this great big bust. But I mean, also look at the bottom.
We love a great big bust. We do. Oh, it's amazing.
It's so happy making. It is so happy making all the time.
Beautiful.
And I can wear it all the time, and it's great if you're wearing a black tie, as I said, or if you're just around the house.
Yeah, the initial thing is that lovely, sweet, bright, zesty thing, but then immediately behind it is this bitter, savoury, herbaceous thing at the same time. It's beautiful.
And there's a whole world of complexity. Oh, I just love it. I love it.
Absolutely a masterpiece.
So this would be my fragrance to rule them all, Chypre Palatin.
It really is a masterpiece,
MDCI.
isn't it?
So, what is your fragrance to rule them all?
So I'll give you a brief introduction. Dan has just given a very good journey through this process, and I've had a similar journey, and maybe come out in a slightly different direction. I thought initially, I misunderstood the title, so I thought it was Fragrance for Life, which is something else. But I was thinking, what would be my sort of signature scent? Don't have one, but I thought, what would be the thing that I once upon a time found to be the sort of thing that got me into perfume. And there were contenders along the way. There was Green Irish Tweed, the first sort of niche-y thing that I was wearing back in the day, which I still love. On a spring or summer day, a beautiful dose of Green Irish Tweed I love. There was Tuscan leather. Again, a beautiful, rich, smoky beast of a thing, in the old formulation especially. I thought, would that be my fragrance to rule them all? And I thought, no, it's still not, because I think I've gone on a journey and I've discovered things along the way, and there are various things that I've become excited by and coveted. And it's been a long process, and I'm not dismissing any of those other things. And I mean, another one I should mention now, with a lot of love, is Trumper's Sandalwood. I was thinking, what would be something?
So good.
Yeah. What would be something I would wear every day?
That's something
happily with love.
Always. I mean, I'm on my second bottle.
Yeah.
I will definitely rebuy.
Absolutely.
No question.
It's one of those
The best
perfumes.
sandalwood you can buy for the money.
It really is, isn't it? It's so beautiful. And I thought, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing that I would say rules them all. But actually, in terms of a ruler, I'm thinking of something that I place on a pedestal as a sort of king of fragrances, and that's something that I would bow down on the floor and worship. And interestingly enough, compared to something that I would use a lot, this is something I hardly ever wear, because it's such a limited thing, and it's a rare, a special edition. And that for me is this little guy here, which I've talked about before. We talked about before. Ottoman Empire, our Riche L'Adore. I love it. I mean, Dan will tell you this. For like, how long? 2 or 3 years?
I think it was only actually a year. You've made it feel like a lot longer.
It feels like longer, because I've coveted this. But Dan introduced me to this, and I fell in love with it the moment I smelt it. And maybe it also brings back happy memories of being in Rome and perfume shopping and stuff. But actually, the more I smell this thing, the more I realise it's like the most opulent, luxurious thing I have. Or certainly one of them. It's up in the top. It's in the top one. So there she is, Ottoman Empire. This is part 2 by Riche L'Adore, and we knew that this was a limited edition. Again, should we give it a spritz?
I mean, why not?
We knew that this was another limited edition when it was coming out, and we scrabbled. There we go. Let's give that a little spritzy. And it's just a treasure trove. It's a treasure trove of opulence, isn't it? My God.
I mean,
it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And is this me in a bottle? No. Is this my signature scent? No. But this is like a holy grail, and this is that thing that you look for at the end of a rainbow. And I found it, and I love it. And you can say, oh well, I think it's not this, it doesn't do that. I found something else which does X better. For me, it has all the sort of emotions and smells and memories and nostalgia wrapped up into one.
It's just amazing.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
As I said, when I talked about my fragrances, Ottoman Empire was an option because I thought it was the most luxurious fragrance I own,
Yeah.
and I completely stand by that.
Oh, I genuinely feel that I'd travel back in time 2,000 years.
Put on a big crown.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I
have a
really
harem.
feel that. And in terms of ruler, I think, this is the kind of thing the ruler of the Ottoman Empire,
Yep.
I can imagine wearing. He probably didn't wear perfume, he probably stank.
I know.
But-
No, you probably did.
Something,
Yeah.
maybe Sauvage or something.
Yeah. Maybe.
But I just think it's beautiful.
Sauvage.
And
So-
I love this house. I think they're wonderful. I need to get more of them, and I will seek them out.
we will keep following them up. So thank you, Juan, and the others
Yeah.
as well who have tagged us. A few people have tagged us. We want to tag a couple of people.
Yes,
So first, Greggieboy.
we love you, Greggieboy.
Greggy, we want to see your fragrance.
Yes.
Rule them all, whatever you make of that title.
And I mean, Greg has a lot of stuff out there. He's got a lot of knowledge, hasn't he?
And
So-
he's got a lot of knowledge and a lot of interesting classic fragrances. So
Yes.
I'll be very interested to see what he goes for. Interestingly, so Greggy is someone we watched a lot when we got into kind of
Yeah,
fragrance
loads.
we admired, and somebody else we watched a lot and really, really admired was Maximilian
Yes.
Heusler.
Yeah, we love you. We've not said this yet, but we do.
Yeah, big fans. So Max, we would like to see your fragrance to rule them all. And
Let us
also,
know.
anyone else watching, tell us your fragrance to rule them all. Make
Yeah.
of it what you will. Is it the most luxurious fragrance you own, or is it your signature fragrance, or just one you think is you more than anything else? It's
Yeah.
just a title. Make of it what you will.
And it's a no pressure thing. You may have a completely different feeling tomorrow. And that's the beauty of this hobby, isn't it? The fact that your mood on the day and where you are and that moment kind of governs how you love these perfumes. They're part of you. They're all like a second skin
Yeah,
when done well. I think.
exactly. Till next time.
Bye.
Happy sniffing.